line. It's on the line. And I'm at a park in Paris. Let me show you. That is so cute. And the view is actually also amazing. I love it. Fucking spring, fucking here. Freaking finally. I'm just so happy. Spring just makes everything better. Like the whole life, things are amazing. You're no longer depressed. You have the will to get up in the morning. You want to do things. Freaking insane. I love it. Okay, let's talk because I talked today about something super interesting to my girlfriend, and I found it very smart, and I think it's a piece of information that so many people could actually use, especially people in the 20s. So the theme is networking. Oh, let me just land on this cute little bench. It is networking. And I was thinking that I outgrew so many friend groups in my life. I am 29 today, and I always thought that 29 would be the time where everything in life is already settled, kind of. Is it really? Is it the case? 29 is the new 19. I feel like people who are pregnant at 29, it's like fucking teenage pregnancy. So yeah, I'm not like relationship wise and friend wise, I'm not really at the place where I thought I would be. I thought I would already have a formed circle of super close friends, and we would be very family like, hang out with each other all the time. Is it the case? Not really. Let me explain you why. Oh my god, I hope you can at least hear me. I outgrew so many friend groups in the past years, like in the past 10 years. People that I used to hang out with at the beginning of my 20s are no longer at all the people who are in my life today, and it's actually rather terrifying. I only kept like a couple of close friends, and if we think about it, it's a great thing. Like you're not really supposed to have, I'd say in the average, more than between 2 and 4 super close friends. If you have 20 close friends, I'm telling you, they are not as close as you think they actually are. It is just impossible to maintain a close relationship with so many people. So I'm content with the amount of friends that I have, but my friends do not, as much as I love them, do not really reflect today who I am. Let me explain you. The friends that I used to be friends with in my early 20s were the people that I went to college with. This is just obvious. This is how most people, you know what, let's walk. I don't feel like sitting. I found the lion. The people that I used to go to college with, because this is super understandable. You are the same age, you study this in the same field, you work probably for the same companies, and it was the case for me. And I love those girls, they were really good. But the thing is, as I still kept like some kind of relationship with them, but not as close, because as ambitious and cool they are very like corporate, ambitious, oriented. They have good jobs. They all work for, oh my god, that sun. They all work for luxury companies. They hustle, they make enough money, they travel. I hope you can hear me. And those are the good things. Oh, those are obviously the things that I want to naturally shift towards in life. But as good as it is, there was one point in my life, and in our lives actually, we started to go out together, party a little bit, and that was obviously fun. Not only your friends at school, you're also friends outside of the school. Who wouldn't love that? If we partied together, not very frequently, but I say like cool, like 5-6 raves, so electronic music a year, and that was something new to all of us. That was such a unique and cool experience. We never, before that, so we were like 21, I was 21 at least, we never listened to that type of music. We never saw people who were as diverse and open-minded as this world showed us. We never tried substances before. So yeah, that was definitely a very fun experience. I could never forget the first rave I went to. It was mind-blowing in a good way. But at one point, obviously, you cannot keep living like this for a very long time. So we partied for a little bit, they stopped, and they just went back to, being a little bit more serious, invest in their career. And I love that. I love that naturally. But as much as I loved it, I still had this You know what? Let me just actually casually apply my road peptide lip treatment as I talk. As much as I understood myself that I always wanted to be to be ambitious simply in my life and to be very invested in my career, I also still had, so I was like, let's say 23, I still had this, I would say, darker part inside me that I wanted to explore. Not necessarily dark like in a bad way, darker more like going out, meeting new people, occasionally abusing substances, occasionally over drinking, partying too much. And I don't think it's a bad thing to do when you were 20, because I think you still need to explore yourself. You know nothing about yourself when you're 20, so this is pretty understandable. But they already knew who they were and what they wanted to go towards. So we kind of drifted away, which is completely understandable. I still liked and respected them, but yeah. So then it all started during COVID, so I would say 2020, where, oh my God, COVID in Europe, it was such an experience. I don't know how it was for you, but most Parisians, this is where I live, have tiniest apartments, and it was suffocating to be in this kind of environment every single day of your life, all the time, not be able to see people, to talk to people. Police was also very, very harsh on people. So can you just freaking imagine living in like 20 square meters by yourself, nobody to talk to, nobody to hang out with, police everywhere. You can only go out for an hour or something because they are really checking on you. And if not, you're going to have to pay a fine. I think it was like 135 euros. That's a lot. So we were all, at the end of the lockdown, we were all so thirsty to discover this freedom, to be surrounded by people. We started excessively partying. This is where I found my second, friend group, and a close one. Why are there so fucking many kids? Oh my God, I just want to talk. Can you just leave me alone? Maybe it's time to walk some more, just a little bit. And we were excessively, when I say excessively, you're just gonna have to believe me, excessively partying all the goddamn time. And this is understandable. We needed to catch up on our social skills, because this is what you develop when you're in your 20s, network and social skills. You are looking for yourself within other people, because this is partially how you also find yourself. You find people and you say, oh my God, you and I, we are going to be friends because we have a clear understanding of each other. We get it, and we just want to be by each other's side. So this group of friends was also excessively big. We're talking about like 150 people at least. I'm not saying that we would see each other all the time, but we all knew each other. We were all close with each other in a certain way. And I also started working in music at that time, so I was the fucking queen of them, because all of them knew that by being friends with me or by maintaining certain type of relationship, they could all have an access to music events, to backstages, whatever it is. So I really thought, I was really disappointed to lose this first group of friends, but I also knew that, I'd be able to find a second one. So this second one really felt like I finally belong somewhere. This is home. This is where I should be. And I felt this way for around 2 years, because for 2 years I kept hustling, working in music and event management all the time. And they really felt close. And not only did we spend time with each other partying, we also went out for brunches, drinks, weekends, whatever it is. And, when there are so many people around you, as I said, like around 150, it is understandable that you are never by yourself. You can easily find people to hang out with. This is cool. So, as you can imagine, as I started saying that, I kept losing people. These people are no longer in my life for most of them. I really just kept a relationship with 3 people out of the whole group, because I already felt something at them that I liked more than just purely fun related. And I was thinking about it today. I was reflecting, talking to my girlfriend, and I said, you know what? I understand today why none of these groups can be in my life anymore. The first one is very cool, ambitious girls, very smart, upper middle class, but they are judgmental in a way that I cannot stand. Meaning that even though they tried drugs, substances, partying themselves, they are incredibly judgmental towards people who were a little bit more into that and maybe for a little bit longer. I kind of look cute. Never mind. So they are literally the picture of white upper middle class privileged people, and I'm not saying it because they are anyhow racist. I'm just saying that this is who they are. This is why their life today is easy. They gain access to anything they want in life, and they do not understand the struggle of some other people that are going through. And I cannot be friends with somebody who lacks understanding, even if like if you didn't go yourself through something, you still need to feel it in yourself. Still like, oh my God, yeah, man, I understand what you went through. I understand how hard it is. So this is what they lack. The second group lacks, on the other side, ambition, being financially stable, being mentally stable because excessive partying, being socially stable. And I cannot find myself in none of these groups because I am myself not only mentally and socially stable, not only educated, not only smart and driven in life, but I'm also very open-minded. I'm also non-judgmental. I seek diversity in life. And I want the best of the two worlds. And what are the ways to find it? I was thinking like, as much as I love my friends today, they are still a little bit more in the comfort zone, and this is fine. How do I find and make new friends that have the both of these two worlds, that just combine them? It is so hard as an adult. And you know what? The conclusion that I came to is freaking social media. What's the easiest way to make friends later in life? Most of the friends that you have come from college, school, childhood for some, for the lucky ones. Some of them could be, I don't know, from your gym, I suppose, from traveling, even though it's still, I'd say, most cases wouldn't be the closest friendship. So where do you find people? And you know what? It just clicked in me. I'm like, this is why internally and unconsciously I love social media and I crave this kind of contact, because you just have access to so many people from so many diverse cultural backgrounds, social backgrounds, and chances that you're going to find people who understand you are big. And I want to find those people. I crave connections that would be at the same time very trust and fun and respect related. So like the core of friendship, meaning having the same values and honoring them, but also very being able to help each other in a certain type of way. When I say help, it's social kind of help, professional kind of help, career kind of help. I want to be surrounded by people who are as ambitious as I am. And when I'm not, I just lack stimulation, intellectual, especially, and inspiration, I would say, because this is how you get inspired. You just surround yourself with people who do things that you really want to do. You watch them do it, you watch them succeed, and you're like, damn, man, that's exactly what I want. Could you please maybe explain me a little bit more about what you're doing and how you're doing it and why you're doing it? Just, yeah. I should say, though, that I was super sad to lose both of those friend groups. I'd say more about the second one, because the first one was a very conscious decision. We just drifted apart a little bit, and I always knew that they would in some form stay in my life. The second one wasn't conscious, because I'm definitely going to talk about it, but sometime later, because it's just a very, very hard subject, even though it can relate to many people too. Abusive relationship, but let's talk about it in a new episode of my show. I lost them because I found myself, the second group, in the type of relationship that you shouldn't be in, that is very, very, very unhealthy, and the dynamic that you have is a very destructive one. So I ended up not only losing this relationship, and thank God it happened the way it happened, but also losing this whole social circle, because I was just no longer interested in going out, in providing people this kind of access that they could gain through me. And I just wanted a more stable life. I knew that I was already stable before starting to go out and party and meeting those people. So I wanted to go back to it, but take this knowledge that I gained from this new friend group and incorporate it in my life. And it's really, really hard to switch lives. It takes a lot. It takes a lot of time. You cannot expect yourself to say bye to one social circle, one professional circle, and just immediately find something else. It is going to take time, sometimes months, sometimes years. It depends. But I'm still in this position, and I know that I don't feel stuck. I know that I was already able to say goodbye to my previous life and to welcome this new life, to welcome this new social circle. I do not have it yet, but by simply welcoming it and accepting it already, accepting the fact that new people are going to come into my life, new opportunities are going to come with these people, new ideas will come too, and we're going to be able to share it with each other, inspire each other. This is how you attract it. Call it attract, call it manifest, whatever you're comfortable with. But this is the first step. Obviously, the second step is being proactive about what you say you're going to do, and simply getting shit done.